Hello and welcome to Kingdom of Springkeep, session 17. Last time, the party woke up, talked a little bit before some hungry wolves came by. Everyone managed to scare off a few, kill a couple others, save the horse from getting eaten, before making it into town of Risen, where Onates and Zintris go to talk to Edwin, get things sorted, and although he is not exactly pleased with the situation. At least the town isn't going to be destroyed, I guess. Meanwhile, Kashana and Lore had some adventures in the church. Lore threw a lot of books on the ground, and Kashana stole a key and snuck underground, where she managed to get herself a vial of blight. I believe we ended it with Lore and Kashana leaving the church. So the day is all of yours.
We also ended with Zen, Velki, and Onates going off to the tailor that Edwin told them about.
Right.
Technically, we didn't get that far yet.
No, you're going to do that.
Oh.
So if you'd like to do that...
Hey, Michael, I'd like to do that.
Okay. So, I did not write down the name of the person.
Maybe I did. Hold up.
Yeah.
The freebies, blah 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 blah, void seeker, lead, captain. Maybe it's in my allies. I think Edwin's in my allies.
Or maybe he didn't give you a name.
Oh shit! Why is Edwin in my enemies? Hold up, I need to fix something.
I'm not sure if he actually gave you a name. He just said there was a tailor down the road.
He pointed me out where to go at the very least. I have Grayson in my allies. Oh, that's the dude I gave soup to.
Yep.
Okay. I have to put Edwin in my allies. He was in my enemies for some reason. Edwin's my boy.
Yeah, you have a secret handshake now.
Delphi's in my enemies. We're just gonna talk about that.
What the fuck is wrong with your
You guys are
enemies?
gonna have a chat later.
Onates
about your
has some
with my son.
issues.
No, it's from the first session where we were still hunting him.
Mm-hmm.
He was in my enemies.
I like the idea that you haven't fixed it since then.
I haven't.
It has been 34 weeks.
Yep.
God, it's
Yeah,
been 34 weeks.
I guess if we had, I thought we had already started the trek. If we hadn't, Onates will come out with Zintras, and he'll meet up with Velki.
Velki was
go.
still with the horse Appleby.
Yeah,
He's just sunning in the fucking wagon.
walk over to the horse and go. The other two just left you here.
Oh yeah.
Well, want to come with us?
Where?
I think it's about time I replace this old thing.
What old thing? Are you gesturing at something? What are you doing?
Oh yeah, you can't see me in this game.
I cannot.
I looked at my shoulder, the clothes. He pulled on the robe.
See? It's pretty manky. Alright. Hops off the wagon. Hi, Zen.
Well, see you in the way.
Okay. So you make your way to the place that Edwin pointed out. It's not a shop, it is just a house. Though the outside is beautifully decorated with flowers and a small vegetable garden.
I'll walk up to the door and I'll give a little. I knocked if that didn't come through.
No,
It did not.
It did not.
I knocked on my desk.
Okay. So you knock on the door, and there's a moment of silence, and then the door just bursts open,
Jesus, okay.
and there's just a little old woman standing there looking up at you. Yeah, up at you. Probably around the same height as Velki, but obviously having to look up at Onates. Yes, how can I help you?
Hello. I'm Onates. I'm friends with Lord Edwin. He told me you could help me with a clothing predicament I'm having.
When you say clothing, her eyes just seem to sparkle a little bit, and her mouth, which was already in a bit of a smile, seems to get even wider. Clothing, you say? Well, come on in, come on in, come on in.
Okay, we'll go in. Kind of. Yeah, these garments I've been wearing for quite a while, and they've seen better days.
Yes, yes, I see that. All the design on the cloak is very lovely, though it is in poor shape, and these pants, no, that's no good. Please,
She's got a good eye.
please, feel free to sit down. She leads you to a kind of sitting area with a cabinet closed on one end. The seating here is very beautifully upholstered. Probably some of the like finest, though a little outdated, you've seen ever.
On the taste lounges.
Do any of you need anything before we begin? A drink,
I'm good.
some tea,
This
juice,
is probably
water.
all the entertainment I'll ever need. Juice. What kind of juice?
We've got some nice apple juice, some orange juice, some blueberry juice, some grape juice, some tomato juice, some carrot juice, some what else? Do I got pomegranate juice, some lemon juice.
That
was a
one.
little the lemon?
No, the pomegranate.
Oh, the pomegranate. Sure.
Pomegranate sounds good.
It's my favorite. I'm surprised.
She hobbles her way through a doorway, and you hear some clanking in the background. Would you like any biscuits or bread?
Can never say no to a good biscuit, ma'am.
Some more little clanging. And she comes out with a tray. In the middle is a big pitcher of a deep pomegranate juice. You can still see some of like a little bit of pulp in it. And like a couple of spices, like sprigs of you're not quite sure what, but kind of looks a bit like rosemary.
Yum.
And on the rest on the tray is a little bit of butter with some biscuits, a small thing of jam if you so wish.
You know I wish.
What kind of jam?
Wish.
It's only strawberry.
Oh.
Sorry.
She's got all
Only.
the pieces, but only one kind of jam?
It's the best kind of jam.
Listen, sometimes you focus on different aspects of your diet. Maybe you like a ton of different juice, but maybe only like one kind of jam or jelly.
It's just me.
You know what? That's fair.
Do either of us feel like an ability gets stronger after we drink our juice?
No.
Funky savors this juice. It's been a long time.
So she sets that down for you, and from behind one of the couch, she kind of pulls out, you know, that like little like raised stool for measurements and stuff that for Anastasia would be standing on as she takes his measurements.
Yeah.
So it's one of those. However, it has a little pedal on it, like a pedal. You'll see eventually. She pulls it over to near the cabinet, and she opens it up, and it opens up like impossibly wide, like extends.
The Time Lord.
No. It still keeps its depth, but the doors open and then like slide out, and there's just fabrics and sewing supplies, the measuring tapes, ribbons, everything you could think of is within this. So
Looks like my mum's fucking makeup case.
I kind of dabble a little bit. Now, anyway, come up here.
Go up.
Step up.
Steps up.
As you get on it, she says, now then, what are you hoping to have done or changed? Or are we going for a whole new look?
I think this look has served me well in the past. Something similar, but more fitting of me.
All
That's
right.
the least helpful description I've ever heard in my life, Anate.
No. People say that a lot. Anyway, she steps on the pedal, and the platform yarn just kind of begins to rotate very slowly.
She using a pottery wheel?
Is this
It's a lady,
nor-
Susan!
is this normal?
I dabble.
That's
She
not
dabbles.
what I asked.
She grabs
Susan,
one of the
she
measuring
dabbles.
tapes, and she very quickly starts wrapping it around you, taking measurements of lengths, widths. Now, are you going for a full outfit, or are you just kind of trying to reinvent what you already have?
Reinvent.
Reinvent. Okay. Do you mind if I borrow this quick? She says, tugging on your cloak.
Of course.
She rips it off, goes over to her cabinet. You're still rotating. She starts ruffling through things, trying to find some similar matching designs or fabrics or something that's like similar, but a little different.
As he's rotating on the table, kind of, Zin, you come from more
Posh.
higher, posh areas. Is this normal?
I remember didn't spin.
Huh.
The spinning
Kinda
is
like it.
The spinning is my take on it. It just helps rather than having me walk around people.
I wish I got to stand on that.
It'll take me a moment if you would wish to try.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Onates was it?
Yes, on it is.
Is there any specific designs, patterns, or symbols you wanted?
He kind of thinks for a second, and he's like, stars.
She just gives a bit of a nod before going back. Velky, do you hop up onto the spinning pedestal?
It depends, does Anates get off of the spinning pedestal?
As he's spinning, he holds his hand out towards Velky.
Is there really whatever, okay, grab.
He pulls Velky onto it and it kind of jumps off as he does that.
I'm king of the world. He braces, his knees bent ever so slightly, arms out.
Does he say that?
Yes.
Onates kind of goes, I thought that was my stick, Velky.
You got off the doily, not my problem. Yeah.
He'll kind of do like a deep, sarcastic bow. Okay, Your Highness.
Fuck you. As he's spinning, the finger finds its way to Anates' face. And goes all the way back around again.
As she's ruffling through, how do you feel about fur?
Fantastic.
Well,
That wasn't
I
funny.
think the
Not
king
bad.
said it for me.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Would anybody else like anything while I continue going through this, or is it just the one outfit?
I just got this one done. Thank you, though.
I would never imply that the church's robes would need any touch-ups.
You want
Oh,
anything?
you should have seen my old ones. They were awful.
You want anything, Zen? Perhaps a fancy hat to match your teachers?
No, I think I'll pass on the hat.
Very well.
I think that a hat would look lovely on you, Zin.
She pulls out a long piece of red fabric and comes back over. Hopping up. Sorry. Got not many hours in the day.
Velky falls off the pedestal.
You'll kind of, Onates will kind of chuckle at that and step up.
She tosses the fabric onto you and takes a few more measurements, puts some pins in and whatnot. Okay. So I think, based off of the description you've given me and these measurements, I think I can make something nice for you. However, it won't be ready till tomorrow. This is kind of going to be a day project for me. And night project.
I suppose we can stay. We can stay the night in town then. He raises an eyebrow at the two of them.
Well, I have to do that anyway. Dizzy as fuck, though.
Oh,
Spinning around.
Do you have something in the morning?
I mean, it would be nice to do it in the morning. But I have to go see Barry.
Oh.
So I can tell her that Scryer said hello. It's very important, I promised, so...
I did have one more thing I wanted to do while we were here too, so yeah, we can stay. No need to rush.
Very good, very good. Okay, so you can hop off now.
Hops off.
So feel free to come by in the morning. I will have your new attire all ready for... Oh, you can have this back. She tosses you the old cloak.
Puts it on for now.
If there's anything else you need, please let me know. I'm going to get right on this.
Thank you very much. I don't believe Edwin gave me your name.
Ah, that's okay.
Is your name that's okay? Or, like,
No, that'd be ridiculous.
You know what I agree.
Do you not wish to give your name out?
Ah, it's fine.
Well,
We'll call
Thank
you Lady
you.
Fine then, you know?
thank you for your work, man.
Oh, don't thank me until it's done.
Very well. I'll kind of walk out a little perplexed at the idea of somebody not wanting their name known.
We can't all be like you, Anastace, truly.
Fair. Well, if you're not going to Barry till tomorrow, you two have anything you wish to do? I need to stop by the prison.
Are we going to gloat?
You know me so well.
A simple bow is given in return.
Kinda chuckles. You wish to come with me? Both of you.
Why
I'll
not?
go, Sin goes.
Well, onwards then. Hoof it over to the prison.
Okay.
I got a man to go too.
As we walk, I want to ask Zin a quick question, though.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot.
Okay. So, Zin,
Yes.
you were with, and I know he's right there, but, I'm just going to ask you instead. So, you were with him, right? What happened? Where'd you go? You guys kind of, hopped off.
Like here in town, or?
Yeah, check my non-existent sundial, looks up at the sky, like 30 minutes ago, something like that. How long has it been? An hour? 2? Oh,
We just went to talk to the mayor. Inform him of the deals and such with the Voidwalkers.
Did it go well?
He
About
was
as well as expected.
Yeah, he was not exactly happy with the circumstances. I didn't expect him to be, but he understands.
I guess. It's just... I suppose under the, yeah. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
It was like the skies opened and Shatir herself just sang for a brief moment.
Sorry, something decided it wanted to open.
No, I thought that was great. Well, I'm glad it went semi-well. I don't know what I expected.
Make your way to the prison. When you enter this time, the step-in sheriff for the town is not in at the moment, though you do hear some mutterings from the cell across the way.
Oh, for the love of... You're
Oh.
going over here now.
Alright, do the mutterings sound like the boy I'm here for?
Yeah.
Okay. Kinda walk over.
As you hear the muttering, you also hear the sound of a thud and a bounce. And when you get to him, he has a small ball that he is just hitting against one end of the cell, and it bounces back to him. He grabs it, mutters to himself, and throws it again. As
How's your
he's throwing it, it bounces wide and bounces and rolls over to you, Onates.
kind of pick it up? How's your time treating you, Wilkes?
Ah, it's you.
It is.
Pull one over on me last time, but it ain't gonna happen this time.
Oh no, what did you do? What did you do?
I don't believe I need to this time. The information you
do?
gave me last time was not exactly helpful anyway.
Not my problem.
You're a bit of a paranoid man, aren't you?
Just kind of stays a little silent. Just
You,
maybe. Have the
You
right
see-
to be.
I now understand exactly what your deal was with the Voidwalkers.
And what was that?
Why you saw fit to rob the town's members blind.
Mm-hmm.
You thought it was better to keep the Voidwalkers out of town completely.
I grew up here. I don't want to see it get wrecked.
Well, I had a little meeting with the man who runs this area, and I believe we've struck an accord.
Ah, good for you.
I just... sorry. Figured you should know that, once again, how do I want to word this? I'll just go. I just figured you should know that your town's going to be okay. No thanks to you.
Guess time will tell. No one knows what the future holds. I did what I thought was right. Can't hold that against me.
He's right, though. You can't really hold it against him.
I can't. What I can hold against him, however, is when I was here asking for information to help your town, you made it as purposefully cryptic as you could. In fact, I wouldn't have gotten anything out of you if it wasn't for that little trick, right? Yet you say you did what you thought was right, and you don't want to see this place wrecked.
I don't even know you. Why would I tell you anything
Well,
of my own accord?
I'm Onates, hero of Risen, as it were, and soon to be king.
Sorry.
If you don't know me now, you will.
You said that with your whole chest. It was good.
Hey, you elf boy.
What?
You want him to be king?
He seems better than some of the other royals I've had to deal with.
Well, I hope you make every decision correctly, properly, and to the utmost happiness of everyone in the kingdom.
I intend to. And he'll kind of toss the ball back into the cell.
He
I think-
grabs it, tosses it back against the wall.
I think we're done here.
Are you sure?
Do you have something you want to say to him?
Yeah, Velky will seat himself on the other side of the bars, kind of where Wilkes is sitting, but facing him, you know? Hug his knees to his chest. Are you okay?
Quizzical look.
Am I okay?
Yeah.
I've been behind bars for I don't even know how many weeks now. Kind of still waiting. Don't know why it's taking so long to set up a trial or whatnot.
That you didn't answer my question.
Oh, I thought that was plenty answer enough. No, I'm not okay.
Okay.
My father died a year ago. My brother was gone.
Okay.
I took over a town. Was threatened and extorted. Did everything I could to keep it in check. Then y'all come along, apparently. And now I'm here. It's been a rough year.
It sounds quite awful, in fact. I think you did what you could. And I'm sorry that it happened this way. Is there anything I can do to make this a little bit more comfortable? Or help?
No, not really. Unless you can get me out of here, though I doubt you can get the charges dropped on me. Or would even want to. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Well, I've met many men who have done some things that might not always, you know, sound good to other people, but are meant to be helpful. I don't think it's impossible to get the charges dropped, provided you would be willing to, of course, work together, as opposed to cutting one another out.
I never cut him out. He cut me out when he decided to go on some grand adventure and leave me to take care of our sick father.
That doesn't... Is that really cutting you out? It's rude and indignant, but is it cutting you out?
Yeah, it is. That's how I see it.
Right. Well, I'm sorry that it hurts that much. Would you like to speak with him?
Oh, no.
You sure? Sounds like you might want to, just a little bit.
No, I'm good. I got my ball. I got a decent bed. I have all I need for now.
Except for freedom.
Who's really free?
Well, I tried. And he'll stand up and dust his pants off. I don't know. I'm ready to go.
Very well. Walk out.
Okay.
Bye.
So, is there anything else y'all would like to do?
Eat shit and die, apparently.
Can't win everyone over.
Can't win anyone over.
Yeah, this man's not exactly the type to admit he was wrong.
Or maybe Ivanates hadn't tricked him.
He wasn't gonna give me anything when I didn't trick him. A charmed person is a last resort.
Anyway, is there anything else anybody needs to do?
I'm good to meet up at a tavern or whatever we're doing.
Okay.
We'll get some dinner.
Get some dinner. Let me pull up.
Din din.
You're going to stay at
Well,
this...
I might do something stupid tonight, so that's fun.
Ooh. You're going to meet up at the Stout Cougar?
I think Laura and I were still gonna go to the library, unless Laura wants to just go to Din Din.
No, I thought we were going to the library, but if,
I
Yeah.
think that one was just for us, don't worry.
yeah.
Okay.
Like, we can go to the Stout Cougar and wait for you guys there.
Yeah.
Okay. You make your way to what you assume is the library. It doesn't say library. It's a... excuse me, a small wooden building, and on the outside it says books.
Nice.
Well, at least they're honest. Hopefully they do have books.
Pretty sure that's a pretty good descriptor. That's all you really need. Let's go.
As you
You
enter,
first.
a little
Goes
bell
into it.
jingles.
Good.
Is this a fucking library or is it a fucking like bookshop?
Hope it's a bookshop, to be honest.
That'd be.
In a small place like this, it's kind of both.
Hello?
Hello. Do you own the place, or work here, or something?
I guess for now. You see at the far end, someone is dusting a small shelf. The room is not very big. There is... You remember the old video stores, like the small ones before you had the big Blockbuster?
Mm-hmm.
There is about
Yes.
that many of shelving of books. And most of them are like half empty.
Ah.
He is currently dusting. He is a tall half-elf. With long black hair. Seems a little, well, looks young but is old kind of situation.
Okay. Well, Laura's gonna go right up to him. Just straight over there, beeline.
Whoa, hello.
Hello, I'm Law Historia. I'm wondering if you could help me look for some books, maybe, or if you have them, or something. Can you help me?
I can try. What are you looking for?
Okay. I was hoping you have books on preferably the Freya Noon runes, or any runes, or if you have any books on research published by the Historia family, that would be great.
You're looking for books published by your own family?
Yes.
All right. Give me a second.
Okay.
Goes up behind a little counter, and it does have like a cash register there. As you're looking around, you do see in the back corner there is like a single table with a chair to supposedly read at if you wished. Sorry, the place is so small, not a big town. I don't even actually really work here. Kind of just volunteer, I guess.
Okay. Is this a library, or can you buy books here? I feel like you can't volunteer at a store. Can you?
I mean, the person who was working here previously just decided to stop one day, and I thought, hey, why don't I give it a shot?
Okay. I don't think that's how anything works, but alright.
It's a small town. If someone takes a book, we kind of know who they are.
Makes sense.
You can buy them if you want, I suppose. There's nothing against it. Though most people that do want to just kind of come in and read for a bit and then leave.
With the book.
Like, steal? Or
Like, they
do they just come back? Do you get the books back in the end? Do they return it? Is it
Most of them.
an unspoken library kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I moved here about 15 years ago, and I don't know, things are weird around here.
Hmm. The interesting. Do you have any books though?
He is still looking through. Not seeing anything published by Historia. Bit of there is one on. You said the Freya ruins.
Yeah, or any of the runes, to be honest. Just runes.
Yeah, I think we have one unless someone took it. Give me 1 second. Walks over to one of the shelves and kind of moves a couple to the side. Okay, yeah, we have one here.
Cool.
Takes it down, blows on it, and dust kind of goes everywhere.
Cool.
So yeah, here you go. Feel free to
Thank you.
feel free to read, or I guess buy it if you want, or
Just take it.
or just take it. I'm sure we'll get it back eventually.
Lovely.
Yeah, I'm good for that. I'll totally return it.
Good, glad to hear it.
Is there anything? Okay. I was just gonna say, is there any other interesting books like that I could just see just about anything? Just
Is there
anything
anything in
interesting.
particular you're looking for?
I want to find interesting. Like, what is like the most cryptic looking, oldest looking book? How about that?
Okay, give me investigation check.
Okay, just give me a sec. Ooh, doing too many things at once, as always. That's an 8.
An 8. You look through. Nothing's really like standing out. There's a couple on like farming, ranching, different ways to grow vegetables.
Okay, can I?
Go ahead.
No, keep going. No, I was just gonna take the vegetable book, but keep going.
There's one
Describe
that's
more
kind of
books for
the
me.
history of Risen. That's kind of all you're seeing, though. Nothing super out of the ordinary aside from the book in your hands on Ruin's Edge.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take the vegetable book, and then I have one other book that I want to look for, maybe. Okay, so you don't have very much of a selection. What's the chance you have any books on forests?
Forests.
Honestly, out of curiosity, while I'm here.
Is it a particular forest or just forest in general?
Just forests in general. I'm just kind of curious. I don't know. Why not? Here, gonna take out a bunch of books. Might as well.
Looks through his files again. Got one on camping.
Okay, I guess.
Has like different ways to survive in the woods.
Okay. I'll look at it. Disappointedly.
Kashana, is there anything you wish to do in the library / bookstore / whatever it is?
Do you have any books about the lore and religion on Shatir or anything of that sort? And a book about Risen as well.
We got the one on Risen's history.
I will take that.
We do have like a couple copies of like the Embrace's scripture. Could probably get a newer one at the church, or at least read a newer one at the church.
Oh.
Is this an older one then?
No, as far as I'm worth to say, if it's just an older like rendition, it's a little beat up.
I'll take it. Is that all you have on Shatir and the church?
Yeah, I mean, not really much else to really write about, is there?
You never know what you might want to learn. Delve deeper into the good old gods, you know.
I guess. I don't know. I just go to the Embrace every once in a while.
Yeah. I think
not
I've
great.
got what I need. Just take those. I'll bring them right back.
Sounds good.
Sounds fantastic. Laura, do you need anything else, darling?
I think I'm okay. I'll definitely also return these books. We're only in town for a little bit, so I will be sure to return them before we leave.
Absolutely, darling.
Sounds good. I'll mark you down. What were your names again? I got Lore and yours, ma'am?
Crystal.
Crystal. Very good.
I think we better go.
Yeah,
Take
thank
Laura
you
by the
so much.
arm.
He just smiles, waves you goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Hurry up, get over the fucking door.
All right. That was fun.
Oh, that was fan-fucking-tastic. What the hell kind of shithole was that?
I don't know. He's just giving me books. I feel like I honestly should have probably just taken whatever I could.
I know, I felt like I should just empty the damn shelves and tell him to go the hell home.
I know. Part of me wants to go back and just grab and return them later, but not really. Those books are never coming back.
But they're
Those-
never
What a
ever
terrible
coming
business
back.
practice.
That poor... He doesn't even work there.
Yeah, I don't think he cares if we just take more, to be honest. Maybe we should
don't
come back
think there was-
tomorrow.
There could not have been any more dust on those books. What the hell does he do there?
I don't know. I think he just sits around and tells people to steal his stuff, I guess.
Oh my lord. Let's get the hell out of here and meet up with the others. I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too.
Jesus. Let's go.
So, you leave books with some books. Presumably, I imagine you meet up with the group back at the wagon, which is probably parked outside the Stout Cougar.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sure, that's where I parked the wagon, definitely.
Absolutely, 100%.
And when
Applebee
you-
might have brought it there
when
herself.
you get back, Applebee is gone. No.
I will end your existence right here, right now.
Did you make sure to parallel park?
You know I did. I'm fantastic at parallel parking. It's my one ability.
What ability?
That's one of the custom spells I set up for clerics here.
Parallel park.
We're also riders.
Great.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do, or are you just going to go in and start conversing over some dinner?
Din din.
Dinner.
Carrie is happy to see, recognizes most of you.
Sorry, you cut out.
Three of us.
Carrie is happy to see most of you since
Our friend.
she only knows
Jesus.
most of you.
She's in my allies section too.
3 of 5.
Damn,
3
she
of
didn't make it to enemies.
Darn, I should have been trying
very
harder.
Carrie, Grayson, and Edwin are the ones in my allies.
You smell some fantastic stew. Last time she had mentioned how she was having a couple upgrades done, and you can see it. A lot of the flooring and like tables are a lot better maintained and look almost brand new and very well polished.
Is she visible when we walk in?
Yeah, there's some people eating already, and she's helping some customers. Actually has another person working for her now.
When she's free on a tasteless kind of Carrie.
Oh, hi there. How you doing?
Good. Nice to see you. I see the place is looking a lot better.
Well, yeah, after, told you last time I was having some upgrades, and there's still a couple being worked on upstairs, but for the most part, it's all coming through very nicely.
I'm glad.
Oh, you need to stay the night?
Apparently.
Well, rates are same as always.
Repeat them for me.
Yeah, give me a second. I have like 2 D&D folders, and apparently this folder did not have my price list.
Why do you have 2 and not just 1?
Because I made a new one for specifically like when I'm ready to go, like to start, I just right click open all tabs, and I have not moved over my expenses into that folder.
Okay.
Okay, so I believe here was 1 gold piece a night.
Damn.
Sounds about right.
This place is ritzy.
That includes.
nonetheless.
That's going to include the food this time, though.
Okay, 1 gold piece. Give her a gold. And a wink.
A gold and a wink.
Winks are extra.
Karen,
You have to pay.
you have to pay to wink.
No, you have to pay to get a wink back.
Oh, that's fair.
I'm just giving a wink. I don't expect winks in return.
That's fair.
Giving it winks all willy nilly, free.
Yeah, you should be charging for those. Takes a lot of effort.
Carrie's my homie.
She's still very confused over the entire situation that happened before.
Listen, all she needs to know is that she can afford to upgrade her tavern now.
Yeah.
I fixed it.
So
fine.
the food tonight is a you can smell it already. It's a very nice stew. Fresh vegetables and meat.
How is
No
it in compared to Velky's stew?
I mean, probably not as good as Velky's, since Velky's was made like for the group with a very rare bear. This is one that's like been prepared all day, so it smells good, but like definitely not as good as like a home cooked meal still.
Belky disagrees. It's probably the most delicious thing ever.
For a group that's
Based entirely on the fact that he's hongy.
considering the group has spent 3 days just traveling and being able to cook what they had on them, they're probably enjoying a nice stew right now.
I mean, Anatace's diet persists
Of
solely
good berries, yeah.
It's so.
And floor toast.
Listen.
Outside food.
So you guys have yourselves a table to yourselves. Food and drink is provided.
I'll kind of look at Lauren and Kashana.
Hello, Anastace.
Hello. So what did you two get up to?
We bought
Raided a bookstore, yes.
We bought them.
I don't like the term raided.
No, don't worry. We bought them. We bought them.
We did. We bought them for sure.
You guys are
We-
talking a
I
lot.
was kind of unsure about that.
I'm
No, don't worry.
okay.
I don't
they're,
know.
they're getting an insight check.
You guys can contest with deception checks.
Okay.
Okay, I can do that.
Can I use my last little lucky thing?
Sure.
I'm gonna
I would
pull the
like to say
calculator.
I got it's not for me, but like you can do the inside check. I just think this is really funny. 24.
21.
And I got a 21.
Can I use my lucky point, Michael?
Yeah. Go for it.
Oedicus, where the fuck are you? 12.
Yeah, so I got a 22. I
Yeah.
smell bullshit.
I got 21.
so-
These fools.
So the weird thing for you, Zintris, is that you're like really unsure about lore, but straight up know that something's going on with Kashana, whereas Velky and Anatace, you definitely know something's up.
Anatace kind of rolls his eyes. You didn't pay a single copper for those books, did you?
Listen, this bookstore is janked. Okay?
Yeah, they were giving them away for free.
Does jank
You-
mean stealing is okay?
Are
It
you sure?
means that they said to take them.
He told
And
us
to bring them
steal
back.
And
Yeah.
you have absolutely no intent on returning.
I've done half the deal. The other half is in progress.
I will return them later, okay?
Eventually.
I don't know when
We
later
can take a
is.
walk in the morning together. How about that?
No, I don't know if I'll be done reading by then. I will return them, I promise.
Yes.
Whether
When we
that's
come back through.
tomorrow, yeah, or whether that's in 4 months, we'll find out.
Yeah.
They will be
Fucking
returned. I'm not a
raises an
criminal.
eyebrow.
All
Oh,
you
don't worry.
Ju-
I'm not a
just-
criminal.
just raid a bookstore, and he does air quotes.
We didn't raid it. They were for free.
You used
Kashona
the word
specifically
raid,
said
not
raid.
yeah. Kashona used the
Technically,
word
I
raid.
did, and that was a poor choice on my part. I take full responsibility for that.
Anyway,
Take
this
my
is all
word.
you-
You can trust me. We did
That's-
not steal. They were for free.
That's all you did.
Yes.
Anywhere else?
Yes, that's really all we did. Really.
Yeah, that's all we did. We didn't go anywhere else.
You were gone for a really long time.
You know,
It
you
was
two,
a very long walk.
you two really
Walk
need
very
to work on
slow.
sounding more believable.
I mean, if that's
were
all they
very
did, that's
slow.
all they did.
Yeah, listen to Belky.
Okay, that was a little quick.
Sorry, no, I was just agreeing with you.
Anataze just kind of looks at them. You know, I'm sure it's better off if I don't know what else you got up to.
Again, no, don't worry. We didn't go anywhere else. No.
No,
Would
nowhere
I,
else.
would I,
We walked around,
Roll
and
deception
then we went to the
checks.
store.
Anataze, look at me.
Please.
Would I lie to you?
Another set of deception checks.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
19.
19. Okay.
20.
Okay, they sound a
Are
lot
we
more
supposed-
believable this time to you guys.
They do.
Are we supposed to contest or just fuck it?
I mean, you can contest if you like, though. They, despite how guilty they sound, their words seem to ring true.
I
Maybe they were doing things like, you know, like they were planning a surprise for us or something.
for the
And they just
fuck of
don't
it,
want us to know.
I contested. I got a flaccid 20, so I got higher than Kashana.
I also got a 20, so.
I
So
tied with you.
you're a little confused on lore. Like, you can't quite get a exact reading, though. You're like pretty sure Kashana's definitely hiding something.
I just sip my stew.
Ew.
I kind of. Well, like, I'm
I know, I'm sorry, that was like a gut reaction. I imagined like stew juice in a cup, and I didn't like
no,
it.
like, it's like a little bit of the soup, and then
Yeah, I know, I understand. I'm sorry, it was a gut reaction. I just said it without thinking.
okay, he takes a bit of his stew, and then he kind of eyes Kashana, and then just okay, sure.
There's
just
got the
wink
biggest
at
tweedle
him.
smile.
So I'm expecting like a surprise party or something later, yeah.
Well, it's not a surprise if you spoil it, now is it, darling?
Yeah, that spoil's ruined.
Mhm.
Oh, now you guessed it. Now we have no surprise for you, unfortunately.
No surprise.
Sorry,
Well,
you guessed it.
Withers.
No.
Deflation.
We'll buy you a cake.
Yeah, we'll surprise you. It just isn't a surprise anymore. You just gotta let
Oh,
it
it's fine.
come.
Anataze is
It's
just
my fault.
wait,
I shouldn't
wait.
have said anything.
he's
No.
sniffed every ounce of their bullshit. He's just watching this, like, ready to just slam his face into his stew.
Add some burns to your scars.
He just kind of, well,
That's not
believe
that
we
hot.
we can head out tomorrow. Velky has something he wants to do in the morning, and I have to pick. I have to
Oh,
pick
what-
something
what-
up.
Where are you
Oh,
going?
what do you guys want to do in the morning?
I
Well,
believe
for whatever it's worth, Onate's got a new coat.
I got
Ooh,
it.
that's
I
exciting.
believe Velky wants to head to the church. I intended to go with him if he doesn't mind.
I have to speak with
Oh.
Melody in the
The
morning.
new coat is really exciting.
Yes, very exciting for the coat.
Tell us more about this coat.
Do I even need to insight check them
No.
at this point, Michael?
No, like you already know. They're just keeping up the weird.
They're hiding it so poorly. On a taste, like it's the Saitama like what meme. That's the face he's giving them.
Velky is not pushing any further. He's quite content with knowing that he ruined the surprise and eating his stew.
Or is genuinely excited about the jacket, but definitely deflecting.
Onates is scared to press the issue further at this point. He's gonna find out they burned down a building or something.
I mean, they might as well have.
No, they're not Choonies.
There's still time tonight.
He'll just... Yes, I decided this coat was quite old and needed to be replaced. I pick up the new one tomorrow.
Are you getting? Oh, sorry, I have a Skittle in my mouth.
Yum.
Seems to wear it all the time, anyways.
Sorry?
Are you gonna give the old one to Valky? He seems to wear it all the time, anyways.
Kind of.
Oh, it's like twice.
He'll kind of look at Velky. I don't suppose he wants this old thing, but I mean, if you do, you can have it. It might be good. It might be good to keep around for situations where you're not able to wear your church robes.
You can keep it if you want. Maybe Law would like to wear it sometime. It's quite
Honestly,
comfortable.
if it's up for grabs, I will take it.
I think it can be the
think you're allowed to
communal
have-
jacket.
Communal jacket.
Well, I think it's a lovely jacket, and it should hold some sentimental value, of course.
If you
Honestly,
guys
that's
start
the
like
most
getting into
cold.
really shady stuff, you always wear that. So there's this really weird description of a gang with the same coat.
One jacket.
Completely different
I mean, I
people
think I
every time, but always that same cloak.
I could probably fix the, manky parts a little bit.
That would be great. It might, yes, it would serve well to keep around. Well, kind of finish his stew off. What time is it, Michael?
I mean, sun's probably going to start setting soon.
Alright, I doesn't need to shuffle off to bed yet, then. I'll just kind of hang around.
Anything else anyone would like to do, or do you want to cut to the morning? Or do something during the evening?
I have something to say.
Okay.
Let me, think about how to say it. Because I did say I was going to do something stupid.
You did.
Push my stew bowl to the side a little bit. Well, now that that's all over and done with, and we definitely aren't suspicious of anything, I imagine.
Obviously, looks at the two. Mm-hmm.
Laura's just eating his soup.
Ah, this is very good soup.
This is quite good, yeah.
It's stew. First,
Ew, I'm sorry.
are you even eating it? Or are
I mean,
you
the
just
stew is
inhaling
good soup. It's just thicker.
Just eating the broth. It's soup to him.
Eat your vegetables, Law, you're gonna get sick.
You
Well, I was
you look like you
Yes.
have plans, Selkie.
Plans? No, not plans. I'm just thinking. While I was alone on the cart today, I had a lot of time to think to myself.
I'm rather sorry about leaving you, by the way.
Don't worry about it. You had books to look at, I imagine. Quite a while. Yes, I had some time to reflect. That scared the ever-loving piss shit out of me. Somebody revved their engine.
This is good stew!
Sorry, I'm a little nervous. I don't know why. You see, something happened a couple of days ago, and Anastasia and I had a long discussion about it, and I feel as though perhaps I might be open to sharing something with all of you to prove that I do trust you and would like to get you to know me better.
Anate smiles.
However, I don't know if I'd be comfortable doing as such in a full dining room.
So this is something you wish to do in private?
What are you going to do?
I'm
Nothing
very highly
scandalous.
interested.
I'll,
It's
I'll
nothing bad.
in response to that, I'll go pay for. There are rooms here, right?
Yep.
I'll pay for a couple of rooms from Carrie.
Oh, I'll pay for mine.
I will also pay for mine.
You can pay for mine.
I'll pay for Velki's and Zin's.
Okay.
Tempted to be like, all of you, he pays for all of them. How much is it, Michael? Oh, it was a gold. I already paid.
Yeah, Goldie.
Yeah.
I'll pay for Zin's and Velki's too, because apparently as I stand up, Kashana and Lore chuck a gold across the room.
They didn't catch.
Hot shots.
Kind of comes back with, I assume, room keys. Some people like to lock their door. I'll kind of. Do you want to do this in one of the rooms then?
Sure.
All right. Well, I'm done with my soup.
Aim?
Did you just leave like the meat and stuff behind? Because I'll take it if you did.
I
Yeah, you
ate
just
the
get
meat,
the meat
the vegetables.
and carrots and whatever else is in there.
Laura ate the meat.
I'll take a piece of meat from Kashana's soup and shove it in my face like an absolutely nervous child. Consume.
Kinda lead everybody upstairs. Looking at my spell list real quick. Give me a second.
Why?
Sounds dangerous.
For what point?
Really necessary?
Cast
You
zone,
haven't fireballed the pup yet.
cast zone of truth and start interrogating these two assholes.
Would you like to?
No, because I don't have zone of truth prepared. I just wanted to see what I had prepared. Everybody calm down.
There's just a insta fear there.
Yeah, do it secretly. It's allowed, but like...
Does Velky look visibly nervous?
Oh, yeah. Enough.
Okay, as they're going up the stairs, this won't do anything for the reveal, obviously. This is a flavor thing. Anatace kind of pets him on the back and casts guidance on him.
Oh, calm. A big breath.
And just kind of gives him a knowing, like, reassuring, like, smile and a nod.
Velky nods in return.
Opens the door to the room. Takes a
Come
seat.
in. Come in, everyone. Usher yourselves, seat yourselves, prepare yourselves.
I lean against the wall.
Immediately
Oh,
curls
such
up
a
on the bed.
rebel.
What? What did you say, Rose?
Oh, Kashana was like, when you were like, seat yourself, and Kashana was like, I lean against the wall, I was like, ooh, such a rebel.
She can do whatever she pleases. Zen here? Did Zen disappear?
What?
Where you at, Zin? You with the party?
Yeah.
Come upstairs with us.
You guys went upstairs?
It's just downstairs eating too.
It's okay, man. Just bugging you a bit.
Just teasing.
Okay. Well, I think everybody's here.
You think it's not that hard to count how many people are in our group? 6? 7?
There's
One
five.
too many, possibly.
Count them on your hands.
When she says one too many, the Anatace will be like, oh, planning on leaving so soon?
I mean,
Thanks, don't be rude. We are having a civil discussion. Civility. I will not have uncivility, incivility, instability when I am unstable.
Anatace just grins and shrugs.
Maybe we just close the door and get this over with, so poor Velky over here doesn't have a mental fucking breakdown.
Look, part of this is for you, so
For me in particular, well, I feel very special then.
I would like it if you stopped with the backsass, Kashona. I'm trying my best here.
That is
I don't
fair.
know if
I
it's
apologize.
intentional sarcasm or not, but I'm genuinely about to tell you something that terrifies me to my core. And apologize towards you, sincerely, for how I reacted when we first met. It wasn't fair. However, I was also terrified at the time.
Well, now my interest is very much piqued, and go on, I'm listening.
For you, this might be... I guess it's for me as well. Particularly, I'm showing you in a way that you might understand why I was afraid when you said that you recognized me. For the rest of you, and for you as well, Kashona, this is me bearing everything that I've been hiding. In a way. In a physical sense, at least. Enough of that. We're toiling enough. We're toiling away. And he'll just push his hair out of his face and tuck it behind his ear.
Oh.
And that's what you're afraid of, is your disfigurement.
Lightly, yes. My ailment, my disfigurement.
Well, I see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Can we ask what happened, and why then that leads to your reaction from me?
For you, it pertains to a bad time in my life. I don't know how much I'm willing to go current moment. But I perhaps will mention a name, and if you do so happen to know, considering where you're from, then I hope that you can put two and two together. If you're unaware, then perhaps I have more questions than I thought. Not for you, but for the world. And that name is Claudend. If you're unaware, then I apologize for being cryptic.
Michael, I recognize it, right?
Yep.
Well, that adds up then.
I am quite shocked when
And-
Onate saw he looked away in utter disgust. Not
Well,
true. I'm being dramatic. Don't worry, he did not, but he did not like to, you know.
And for you, Kashana, as he mentions Claudend, you do suddenly remember a few years ago seeing a group of people from there after the tragedy passing through your town, and what you remember of Velky was being a part of that group.
Well, that adds up then. I thought I recognized you. Not like deeply, but I do recognize you from the people that came through my hometown during that time.
Were there many of them?
It was a biggish group. Not like hundreds, but
Can't remember much, honestly.
There was
Bits
a
are
couple of
blurry.
you.
a blue
stand
blue-skinned
out,
tiefling
so-
with silver hair stands out in a crowd.
Don't worry about it.
I'm very sorry that happened to you, and that it's a painful time in your past.
Thank you. And I again apologize for having an absolute bitch fit.
No, now that makes complete sense, that something so traumatic and horrible that happened to you is triggered by my words. And I sincerely apologize to everything that happened to you. And
Tis not yours to apologize for, Kashona, I guarantee you that. But I'm pleasantly surprised, and I'd like to thank you all for not freaking out.
No, I think you're quite brave for showing your your true face, your full face. I commend you for that.
Thank you, Lo.
Yes, I know that I'm still new to this group and I may not quite fit in, but I greatly appreciate your trust in me for this situation. So thank you for sharing and trusting me with that.
He wheels right towards Kashona, holds out his hands, and clasps one of hers.
Hello?
Thank you for letting me put my trust in you, Kashona. You've given me much over the past week, and thank you for being here.
You're very
brave.
You're very welcome. I just kind of pull my hand away and just sweatily, like, just kind of tuck it behind my back and be like,
Sweatily.
I'm like, oh god.
You're clammy.
Yes, well, sweat glands and whatnot.
Yes, I have them.
Very efficient. Subtle. I'm just gonna hide behind my bangs.
I forgot you hide too. That's fine. He'll fluff his hair back to normal, though. You know, just put that shit back where it was. Well, I believe, yes, that is all I had to say. Thank you. Pulls his collar up.
I'm just gonna walk over to the door as I'm passing by Velk. I'm just gonna pat him on the shoulder and I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna go to my room.
Have a good night.
Good night.
As everybody's leaving, I'm gonna claim the room we're in as my own. Because I don't feel like leaving. But once everybody leaves, Anatase is gonna kind of grab Velky as he's leaving. He's like, can I have a second?
Sure. If this is about what I said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I was just being dramatic. I know you weren't freaked out.
Yes, I did want to make it clear it wasn't disgust. It was out of respect.
Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking, it just came out.
Okay. I wanted to make sure you understood. I don't
do.
want you thinking that I think ill of you or something.
If you thought ill of me for a scar, I think I would be very upset.
And that's why I wanted to make sure.
Okay. I promise. I know. And I apologize for saying it like that. I didn't mean to. Or, I mean, it came out, but not in the right way.
It's okay. I didn't take offense or anything. I just wanted to make sure I was clear.
Crystal.
Good. Have a good night.
You too. Oh, and thanks, Anatase, for listening. See you in the morning. Then he's gonna hop on out.
Kind of jump over to the bed.
So does Valky have his own room? Because can Lorgo
See.
talk to him for a sec?
Absolutely.
So he knocks on the door. Valky, hello.
No!
Hi.
Throw the door open.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello. I wanted to talk to you for just a second. Well,
Sure.
first off, I do actually want to that is really brave of you to open yourself up like that, and I appreciate it, and I know how hard that is. So I just wanted to say I'm proud of you for that again, but that is actually not why I am here.
Okay, that's good.
I'm here actually about earlier. I was mostly joking about the surprise, and so I'm sorry. But I did actually get you a book, for what it's worth.
Really? You did?
I did, yeah. He pulls out the book for the vegetable book.
Oh my god!
I was mostly just joking about you ruining the surprise because I didn't want to ruin the actual surprise. I did get you this book. I thought maybe because you always make breakfast that you could use this. My voice, sorry.
I could use it actually for a lot of things.
So I did get this for you. Yeah, that's all. I just wanted to give it to you, and I wanted it to be a real surprise, but then I don't know. Then the surprise got ruined, and then I wanted to unruin the surprise. So yeah.
My family ran a farm, actually.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
this is wonderful. Thank you, Law.
Sometimes I wish my family ran a farm. It seems fun. Mostly traveling, though. That's also fun.
Traveling is quite fun. I didn't think it would be fun, but it was fun.
Our traveling was not quite the same as this. This is quite the adventure, but traveling is quite fun.
What kind of traveling did you do?
Mostly stuff like camping and going to ruins and other historical sites. And just interesting places geographically. Just research and stuff, documentation.
You
So.
did it often?
Yeah. Mostly often, yeah. For a while we went very frequently, and then we kind of had to go back home. We can't leave home very often now. Well, for long periods of time. It doesn't matter. It's okay. We traveled lots.
Is that why you're looking?
I don't actually know what I'm looking for. And I mean that, like, actually. Not in like we're researching, I don't know what I'm looking for, but I'm looking for research. I don't know what I'm looking for. We're split up from my parents, and all I have is some of the stray notes, and I'm just trying to kind of figure out what it is that they were doing.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then, allow me to help.
I would appreciate that, yeah.
Wonderful. Then I will put forth effort into searching for them in your stead, and with you.
Thanks. I appreciate that. I look forward to it.
I'm gonna give this man a hug.
Yeah! He gives you the biggest fucking hug ever. He would like a hug. A good one.
A big one.
He feels a little homesick.
Oh, buddy.
Buddy.
Is that really all you did with Kashona this morning, by the way?
Well...
You can say yes if... No,
I don't want to lie to you, but I don't want to not lie to you.
Say no more, I understand.
Okay.
If it is secretive, it's secretive. Everybody's got secrets.
Everybody does have secrets. I'm finding that out now. But no, we didn't do anything bad. Don't worry. Don't worry too much.
Alright.
Wasn't too bad. No, we didn't do anything that bad.
Then I thank you again for this gift. And I only wish I could give you something in return.
Oh no, I don't need. That's what gifts are for. You don't give a gift back. I feel like that's just trading or bartering. Gift.
Fair point. Is there anything else?
No, that's it. I guess I'll leave you to the night. You have a good one.
You as well. I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah. Night, Bucky.
Good night. Shut the door behind Lore.
Lore goes to his bedroom.
I'll read this book.
Okay, is there anything else anyone wants to do, or are you guys done for the night?
Before bed, I want to pull out the books that I did not steal,
I want to also read after Kishana's done.
and I'm going to read the. I'll read the Shatir one first. Does that one have any new information for me, or is it just your literal
It's
same
just,
shit?
It's just a beat up copy of their scripture.
Well, I tossed that out the window.
You hear a small ow.
Sorry. And then I will save the other book for later,
Okay.
and I will pull out my little vial jar of blight. I'm just gonna look at it. Because the top's sealed, right?
Yeah, it's sealed with like a piece of like a paper seal.
The loose jar.
Just gonna.
Drink it, no balls you won't.
I'm gonna crack it open.
Okay, you tear off the seal and take out the cork.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take a whiff. I'm not gonna drink it. I'm just whiffing.
Okay. It doesn't really smell like anything. Like odd, like not that it doesn't smell like anything. It's like suddenly you can't smell.
Well, that doesn't sit well with me.
As
Cork
you
back in.
Okay.
And just tie that shit back up. Don't know what the fuck you are, but you seem to be important to the church.
I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, son of a bitch.
No.
Okay. 19.
Okay.
Alright,
My
like
good-
a blight poisoning.
Is there anything else?
I'll just put that shit back in my bag and just be like, fuck. And then I go to sleep.
Does anybody else do anything?
I also read my book.
Sure.
Not the camping book. That one's stupid.
Hey. If you weren't someone who
knows?
spent
Maybe
a lot
I'll-
of time camping, it might be good information.
He's disappointed with it. Just throws it on the floor. Picks it up back later, but
To
for now
throw on the floor
it's like
again?
on the floor. Yeah. Don't leave it, but he does throw it on the floor. But can you read the other book?
About the ruins.
Yes, please.
Sure, give me an investigation check.
Okie doke.
Oakley dokalith.
That is an 8.
An A again.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
I roll 8s a lot. I'm sorry.
So you only managed to get through like the first little bit. What you learn is that the town of Ruins Edge isn't really a town by the ruins. It's a town that lives within the ruins.
Cool.
That is cool.
That's all you really get with an 8.
Lame. He throws that book on the ground too and goes to bed.
You could probably learn more from it if you try again. It's just
Okay, well, I'll read it again then.
no,
read-
another time, like after,
Like,
like
yeah,
you-
no, not right now. Another time. That's what I meant to do.
I pick up the
Okay.
book and
It's-
start from
you
scratch.
you basically, it was a long, stressful day, and you only managed to get through like the first like chapter or so before you start just feeling too tired to really retain any information.
Okay, well, it's gonna get chucked across the room with the other one, and then he's gonna go to bed.
Is anybody else doing anything tonight?
I don't think so. I don't think
Okay.
it's needed.
Kashana,
Fuck.
as you're sleeping,
Did this to yourself.
Shut up.
No.
you have extremely vivid dreams of a field of flowers that you've never seen, with a tree on a hill, and just the light sound of some music being played, though you can't quite tell where. And it feels very nostalgic. And that's it.
I wake up from my dream. And as I open my eyes, I wonder if that was you, Mum. You sending me a sign? Fuck. I just get up and just start pacing the room. Waiting for everyone else to get up and head down.
Okay. Well, you all eventually wake up. It is a new day.
Can I do something, Michael?
No.
Fuck me then, never mind. I didn't want to do anything anyway.
Yes, you
Fucking
can.
smited.
One thing I forgot to mention. Velky.
Yeah.
It is currently Tuesday. On the coming Sunday, it is Day of Mid, the celebration for Auto Mid. I just wanted to make sure that that was in your head if Velky would do anything about that when it comes time.
Yes.
So, my apologies. You may continue on, Ates.
Can I wake up early before anybody else?
Can't be earlier than Kashana, but yes.
Can't be earlier than Kashana?
Not if she's been up for a while, unless you aren't really planning on getting a full night's sleep.
Damn it, Kashana.
She's
No,
just pacing
no.
her room though, so if you wanted to like
Oh,
sneak
she's
out-
stays in her
I'm
room.
just, I'm just pacing
Yeah.
my room, and eventually I do
Cool.
make my way down.
I don't need to get up before her then. Up before anybody else then, other than Kashana. And maybe Zin, because he's an elf. But
Fair.
up before the tieflings.
Okay.
Two tieflings are sleeping peacefully in bed.
I want to get up. Is Carrie already downstairs, kind of preparing breakfast and whatnot?
Carrie's not, but her new helper is.
Cool. I'm gonna go talk to her helper.
Okay. It is a young man, probably in his teens.
I'll kind of walk in and be like, "Hello,
Hello. How can I help you?
is Carrie not in?"
Not quite yet. I usually come in a bit before her to start getting things prepared, you know? She sleeps she sleeps in the back, like she's just not awake.
Perhaps you can help. I was wondering, I made sure I got up early so I could get this done quick. If I could bore out the kitchen for a minute.
I don't know if I'm really allowed to just give you the kitchen.
I'm a friend of Carrie's. I'm sure she'd understand. I'll be out of your way very quickly.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. That's actually pretty good. I don't know what my bonus to persuasion is. 19.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say 3 is good.
No, it was 3's the bonus. It was a 16 on die.
Okay. I guess just make it quick and try not to make too big of a mess. I still have a lot to do. I don't want to be having to clean up more.
Okay. What Onates is going to do is he's going to do his best facsimile because he does not cook. I want to put this out there. This is his first time cooking. He's seen Velky cook and he's eaten meals, so it he is going to do his best facsimile of the food that he ended up throwing on the floor during the wolf fight.
And as we all know, when you watch someone paint and appreciate paintings, that means you can perfectly paint.
I'm willing to do rolls and whatnot.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be great.
He's gonna do his best facsimile of that meal.
Okay.
He's not making a whole bunch,
performance check. No, dexterity check. Cooking would be dexterity. Give me a dexterity check with disadvantage.
Yeah, I was gonna say definitely. First one's a natural 20. You're not gonna believe me.
Another natural 20.
2 nat 20s.
Wow.
22.
22. So
thank you, fancy dispel dice.
you aren't oh, you got yours?
Yeah.
Nice. You're not. You gotta share a picture of those. Anyway,
Okay.
you're not able to make a lot of it, but you do manage to make a couple portions, and like it looks exactly the same. But it does take a bit longer than you expected, and you feel the eyes on you as the teenage boy keeps coming in and out, trying to get things prepared.
Okay, he very quickly tries to clean things up, and he goes, "Sorry, this is actually my first time. I ended up making more than I intended to. I'm very sorry. If you get in trouble in any way, please send Carrie my way, and I will explain my actions."
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right.
I don't believe I got your name. I'm Onates.
Oh, well, hello, Onates. My name is Lenson.
Okay, I'm going to take the portions of the food I made, hurry my little rock booty upstairs, and knock on Felky's door.
Will he wake up?
Is he
How
already
hard is
awake? It took me a while to cook, probably. You might be
He's a
awake.
fool. We'll say he's awake, it's fine. He comes to the door, and he opens it. He probably still looks like shit, but you're welcome.
He's standing in a way that he's holding kind of like the food behind his back. And he kind of goes, "Oh, sorry.
Good morning.
Did I wake you?"
No, I was awake. I was reading this lovely book that Law brought for me. It's great.
Oh, I wanted to bring you something.
2 presents in like the span of 24 hours. What did I do? Is it another ferret?
You seemed kind of upset in the fight against those wolves.
Did I?
Yes, the breakfast you cooked. I kind of used it as deterrent for the wolves, and it didn't work, and you seemed kind of annoyed at me. And
I mean, to be fair, it was a pretty good idea.
More annoyed when I thought I was making it better by trying it anyway. And he'll kind of turn around and he'll hold out 2 portions and he'll go, "So I thought I'd try to recreate it for you."
You made me breakfast.
Yes. I've never cooked before.
You instill plenty of confidence. It looks amazing.
Yes, I believe I got really lucky.
Do you? Well, is that one for yourself?
Yes. I know it's not the same as eating one that I made, but I hoped maybe if I made some for the 2 of us, we could eat it together and it would make up for it.
Far more than I expected, honestly. I mean, most of it was definitely an overreaction, and I'm sorry. But this is fantastic. You can come in if you'd like.
He'll kind of step in and set the breakfast down, kind of eat a bit of it, enjoy it.
Loki sheds a single tear because it's delicious. I imagine it's delicious at least.
Well, it's as good of eggs, toast, and bacon as somebody can make their literal first time in a kitchen. Even on a natural 20, I assume it's not that good. Yeah, I assume even on a natural 20, it's like there's a skill ceiling.
Irrelevant, because to Velky, it's perfect. It's fine. He seems to really be enjoying it as he eats it.
Onates will kind of, on my way up, I'll say I spent a spell slot on Goodberry. Actually, let me manage my spells so I have Goodberry prepared.
Goodberry.
I didn't manage my spells from the night before. Let me do that really, really, really quick, so I can have Goodberry. And Onates we'll say he cast Goodberry on his way up, and he'll go. I wasn't sure if it was any good, and he'll put a berry down on Velky's plate, and he'll go, I made some of these just in case. One is enough for a meal.
Does that mean I should save it for later, or eat two breakfasts? I like two breakfasts.
Well, if it turned out good. He seems really nervous. It's odd to see from Onates because he's normally very full of himself and sure of every action he takes. But he does not seem that way at all currently.
Did you sleep okay?
Yes. Why?
You look like you're about to shit out a real chicken. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Yeah, you can save it. I didn't think this would be any good, so I made them just in case, so I would have something.
Oh, well, thank you.
I think I decided his fruit was... It was either raspberries or blackberries. It was one of the two.
Either way.
I think it was blackberries. One of them's associated with, like, royalty in some culture, so...
Those blackberries.
That one is. Blackberries. It's blackberries, then. Yeah, because it's the blackberry thorns. Yeah. Blackberry. He will just enjoy the breakfast and then head on down once they're done, so he can like get ready for the day.
Very nice. Okay, is there
Thank
anything
you
else
again.
anyone would like?
You're welcome.
Michael,
Mm-hmm.
do I get the sense that that dream is connected to my connections, or is it connected to sniffing the juice?
Give me an intelligence check.
Okay, I got a +4. Okay, 15.
15. You're fairly confident that it probably had to do with sniffing the juice.
I feel confident it's the juice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just based on you felt the tug of things from Oedicus before that didn't feel like it, and just how vivid it was just seemed very strange. It has never really happened in that way before. So having had that happen after sniffing the nothingness that was the blight just feels like it was probably connected in that way. What that meant or what that means, you're not sure. It's just you feel the connection there rather than through other means that you've had before.
Okay. I'll just go downstairs then. Thank you.
Okay. Zintris, Lore, do you join?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. You have a day to yourself. You are free to do what you like.
Oh, you said I had a few portions. If I made more than 2, I give like the remaining one disinterest.
Okay, yeah, you probably had like 3 portions made from that.
Yeah. I'll give the third one to... I'll be like, I tried my hand at some... Actually, he'd be a bit more. I tried my hand at some cooking this morning, and I had a bit left over. Would you like its interest?
Sure.
It's fairly good. Like, decent eggs and toast and bacon.
Delicious.
Thank you.
Agreed. Oh, I'm here now. I was here the whole time.
And it turned to Velky. You wanted to go to the church?
Hey. Yes.
Do you wish to do it alone, or do you mind if I accompany you? I know the last
come
time
if you'd like.
I know the last time I went with you to the church, I made things a little tense.
I thought you were gonna kill someone. It's not my fault.
Not. He looks like he's gonna continue, and then he stops.
Valky looks at him.
Just so I have a
What?
just so I have a sense of what everyone would like to do, could everybody tell me their plans for the day before heading out?
I'm going with Velky to the church, and then probably dragging Velky to get my new clothes.
Okay. Laura, Kashana, Zin.
I'll go gather some information around town.
Sure.
Can I go to a populated area and play my little violin
Okay.
and go the opposite direction of the church?
I'm so sorry.
Kashana.
I'm going to the church, but in secret.
Okay.
The fuck?
Good time.
How? I need to know.
Let's.
I will watch the others leave. I'm going to act like I'm staying to read a book and just relax in my room. And the minute those fuckers are gone, I'm going to sneak around to the church.
Okay. So I would imagine Onates and Velky get there first.
Yeah.
Probably they're leaving right away. So.
Okay. So as you get to the church, it is actually about halfway full. Maybe even a little more.
Makes sense.
It's still quite early, but Barry is giving a nice little sermon to those that are able to attend this morning.
Slip inside.
There's still plenty of space in the pews for the two of you. She does, however, as she is speaking, catch eye contact with you, Velky, and give a slight nod.
He nods back.
And Kashana, I imagine you then also sneak in.
Yeah, I'm going to sneak in.
Just sneak in through the back? Or like to sit in like the pews as well, or?
Okay, because explain the layout to me again.
So you enter, and it is all the pews, as straight ahead is the podium / shrine section.
Okay. And there's a back entrance?
I meant back as in like technically you would consider like where Barry is the front, even though that's not where you enter from.
Oh, okay. So I'm coming through the front door.
Yeah.
If
you want to go around to look for a back entrance,
I'm gonna go and look around, see if there's a back door.
Okay. You don't find a door, but there are windows.
Okay. I'm going to walk over to a window and peer inside, trying not to look like I'm peering in, though.
Okay. If you're trying not to look like that, give me a stealth check.
16.
16, okay. So you wait until there's a moment where it doesn't look like anyone is really around or watching. You peer inside, and it looks like a small little living quarters, very neat and orderly.
Is it on the side where I know the door is?
Yes.
Or is it on the... Okay.
The hallway you managed to sneak your way into to get to the basement area was also with a bunch of living quarters.
Is there anybody in that room?
No, it is currently empty.
I'm going to... do I want to open the window, or do I want to just go fucking in?
Kashana didn't have enough of sneaking into the church last session. It's time for
Oh,
I'm gonna Misty step inside.
Okay.
okay. I thought you meant you were gonna just bust the window with a fucking block.
Okay. Once you're in the building, you can hear Barry's voice coming from the main hall.
Okay. I'm just going to crack the door open and check the hallway for anybody.
You don't see anyone.
Okay, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna go towards the door down into the basement.
Okay. You enter through the door. you go down and you see. First of all, you use the key to unlock the door.
Yeah.
It was locked again.
Huh. Good to know. Okay.
More than one key. Oh no.
Okay.
Have spares.
You go down. The room is just as dark as before. You can't quite see the other end. The wall that you do know has the metal sealed door.
I cast light
Okay.
to give myself some light in here.
Okay. When you do, you can see the entire room. You have the door that led to the extremely long closet where you got the vial before, the sealed door on the end, the table. Everything is still pretty much as you saw it yesterday. Nothing seems to have moved.
Okay. I want to go to any section of the room I haven't looked at.
The room is pretty bare other than a small table with some supplies on it, though you don't really know what they would be for. Us, the audience, knows it's the book for the ritual, as well as any needed supplies, a couple empty vials and charms for sealing.
I'm gonna take the book
Okay.
and I can't get through that fucking door.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go back down the hall with the vials in it.
Okay.
And you said it kept going, right?
Well, yesterday it kept going for an extremely long time. When you open it this time, it is a very small room. There are still some of the sealed vials on it, though it looks to only be about the size of a walk-in closet.
So there's like a wall.
Yep.
I'm gonna touch the wall.
So it's shelves all around. When you touch the back wall, it feels very solid.
Son of a bitch. All right.
If you'd like to make some sort of check or anything, let me know.
Yeah, can I check the room and see if there's any do I get a sense of how this works? Is it magic related, or is there like something that I need to, like, something seems like it's like pressable to open it back up?
If you want to see if it's magic related, you can give me an Arcana check.
I'll do Arcana then, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not magical because that was a 1 plus 4 is a 5.
You can't really get a sense for it. The fact that you open this door with the full expectation of what was on the other end and not getting that kind of makes it a little disorienting. You could do an investigation check to take time to like look through and press.
Yeah, I'll
things.
investigate. Much better. 19.
19. As you're pressing around and feeling around, you do feel that the back wall is extremely smooth, whereas the side ones and the ones from the room you were in before, you can feel like the stonework and everything, the grooves, the different pieces of stone, brick, and everything. But the back one is completely smooth, though very physically there.
Okay. I'm just gonna touch it everywhere to see if there's like a button. Just touch everything, pull everything, tug on everything.
No. Though as you are looking around, you do see one of the shelves is very dusty. And you, from your investigation check, you kind of feel like the bottle you have fits right in the clear ring on that shelf.
I'm gonna take out the bottle and put it on that spot.
It seems to be the exact spot where it was before you took it before. It feels like that is the shelf that you grabbed it from.
And nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Take my fucking bottle back. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna go over to the door that I know I can't get into. Is there any cracks in this door? Like, yes, like a seal, like I can see through.
I mean, you can see the shape of the door. You can't see through, but you do see like the crack of the door outline where you would know it, where you feel it would probably open.
Like the one that I can't, that I need Velky for.
Yeah, like you can tell it's a door. You can see like the indentation for like the space between the wall and the door, though you can't see through it.
Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna go back out into the hall. Back upstairs into the hall. Do I have anything I can use?
Try and break the door down. We just hear a loud thump.
No, none of this is gonna help. Fuck. Alright, I'm gonna... I'm gonna go back the way I came.
Okay.
I'm gonna open the window.
Okay.
I'm gonna crawl back out. Make sure that there's no one seeing, no one's looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
Go back out. I'm gonna go to the other side. Is there another window back on the other side of the like hall that leads to like Barry's office and shit?
Yeah, there is.
Okay, I'm gonna.
There's also another office that seems pretty empty.
Like it's empty. Like
yeah,
there's
empty.
It's never been used.
Maybe not never been used, but clearly, like if someone else were to be working here, they would be in that office. There's no like paraphernalia. Everything is pretty tucked away.
Fuck it. No, I'm going to Barry's office. Looking in, peering in. Nobody in there.
Nope.
Open
No
the
one's in
window.
there. Okay.
Go inside.
You're back in Barry's office. Everything is just as neat and orderly as it was yesterday.
I'm gonna thoroughly search this shit. This desk. I'm gonna thoroughly look it over.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
21.
Ooh.
Poor Barry, this lady just all up in his shit.
I need this shit.
You don't need poop.
So, in your investigating, you come across a book in Barry's desk, and it is listed of all the names through the entire history of Risen, of everyone who has died from blight. The dates,
Okay.
names, and everything. And the names go back about, a couple thousand years.
1,000 years. Okay.
The first few pages seem to be dated for 3,000 years ago, I think. Let me double check my notes here.
Handy dandy notepad.
Give me another investigation check.
It's gonna be a 14.
14. So the first name on there does look to be about 3,000 years ago. Or close, 3,000 years ago. Though, as you're reading through it, there's a lot of names, and they seem to be in very quick succession as you're going through, and as you flip through to like more modern times, I notice that it seems like the dates are further and further apart. Until you get to the current one, which the last date was only about... Well, I guess the most recent was last month. Though before that, it's a number of years.
Okay.
The one that's last month is marked differently, though you see a couple throughout. It has the symbol of Shatir marked beside it.
And that's the only one I've seen with the symbol of Shatir on it?
There are a number throughout, but like the latest one is marked with the symbol of Shatir from the month before.
Hey, I'm taking that book, shoving it in my bag.
Yeah, I heard that, Mel.
Okay, no las dos.
Okay.
All right. And that's all I found in the desk. There's nothing else for me to do.
That's all you found in that desk. There's still the cabinet that's locked. You have no way of unlocking it with what you found.
Is it a wood cabinet?
Yes, it is a wood cabinet.
Michael, you sound hesitant.
Please don't burn the cabinet.
Well, I'll first use my dagger to try and just pry it open.
Give me
That's not
a
better!
dexterity check.
Kelly, please.
No, it's fine.
Is it though?
18.
No. Not at all.
You try using your dagger to pry it open, and it doesn't really seem to be budging.
Do I have a spell?
Kashana burns both of her spell slots doing this. Us gets into a combat the minute we leave town. Well,
Mr. Goodberry.
I have more than two spell slots, Michael.
Uh-huh.
I just need a short rest, though.
No, nothing for you.
I don't think I have anything to pry this bitch open. I have shatter.
Do you? Do you have shatter?
I think
Imagine
What are you
having
doing, Kashana?
I think shatter makes noise up to 300 feet away. Please shatter.
Ultra shat.
I'm gonna get a page ready.
Okay, I'm going to... Oh.
No.
I'm going to use frostbite. I'm going to cast frostbite on it and try and freeze it so I can pry it. So it'll shatter.
Okay. As you try to cast frostbite on it, the magic does not seem to touch the cabinet.
Are you fucking shitting me?
Cackle.
Good dumb god.
And this cabinet's on the desk?
No, it's a big cabinet, like up against one of the walls. I can feel your frustration as you really want in this. I'm so sorry.
Okay. So, it's not attached to the wall, correct?
No, it is not attached to the wall.
This bitch is coming down. Oh, what do I do?
It is a locked wooden cabinet that seems immune to magic.
Belky and Onates are just like
You're listening to a grand sermon. Onates, this is your first time.
just singing
Welcome
some
to church.
Yeah, you get to hear a
Oh.
story from the past of one of the first encounters where someone against all odds was able to actually defeat a blight. And through that, show that there's hope in the trying times.
love that. Onates eats
All
that
right.
story up like chicken.
I've
Thank you,
decided what I'm
Mary.
doing.
Okay?
I'm gonna move the desk against the door.
Oh lord.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take one of my firecrackers and try and light this bitch aflame so I can try and crack this bitch open.
That's not how okay.
I'm gonna light it aflame. It's all I got. I got a firecracker.
Have you ever lit a firecracker IRL, Callie?
No!
It's like a little like pop.
What?
It's not an
This
actual
is D&D
flame.
rules. This is D&D magic firecracker.
It's like a little
Or maybe
like,
it works,
cherry
maybe it
ball. It's
doesn't
just
Let her try.
no, you
try.
can try. It's fine. I love it.
Okay. So you push the desk up against the door.
Yep.
You light your firecracker.
Yeah, on the cabinet. I'm
On
like,
the
just
cabinet.
light, you son of a bitch.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey,
Eh?
So
what's up, Michael? What's going on? I mean, this is just
yeah,
plain old
it
firecracker.
goes.
Nothing
So the
happens.
firecracker goes off. It is not a huge explosion, but it is an explosion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
You watch, and I need you to make a dexterity save.
Okay. That's a 15.
15. Okay, so you do manage to save. As it goes off and there's a bright flash of light, you kind of jump to the side, and you see the middle of the cabinet, like up at the top by the doors, is now broken.
Fuck yeah, I'm getting in! Full on. I'm ripping that bitch open. I don't care what I gotta do. I'm getting in.
Onates and Velky,
Yep.
Okay.
you hear an explosion from the back of the church, and
So-
Barry goes dead silent.
So, based on the conversation last night and how shady our friends are, what are the chances Onates can put 2 and 2 together?
Velky doesn't care. He's up in seconds. He's going.
People
He's not
people are
finding-
murmuring and kind of panicking.
Onates is also up in seconds. He's running with Velky just the whole time he's going. He's like, I swear to fucking God.
And Barry is already ahead of you guys. And I imagine, Kashana, you are opening the cabinet.
Uh-huh.
So as you open the cabinet, you hear already at the door it rattling, and Barry shouting, "Hello! Open this door right now!"
What's in the cabinet?
If it's visibly like if it looks like he can't open it, I'm gonna turn into a spider and scoot under the door.
Okay. She is unable to open it. Onates, you're a spider, you're under the door. Kashana, as you open it, there is a lantern, similar to the one that you've seen Velky carry, though a little more ornate, as well as some books and documentations.
I'm taking all the books and documentations.
Okay, Onates, you scurry through, and you can see Kashana raiding this cabinet.
I'm gonna turn back, and I'm gonna go, Kashana, for fuck's sake!
Did I hear that? Did I hear it?
He shouted.
Did my little
Yeah,
tiefling
you-
ears pick it up?
You hear it. Barry hears it.
with my stonking strength, can I kick the desk out of the way?
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
I'm. Oh fuck.
As soon as the make a strength check to see how well you kick it.
My stonking muscles. Flaccid 20.
Last of 20. You kick it out of the way. The door swings open. Kashana?
Hi.
If you see Velky, he almost looks expressionless. There's a seed of true pain in his eyes. And he just looks down at the floor
Fuck.
and turns away and walks away.
This isn't what it looks like.
He's already gone.
I look at Kashana with the scorn of 1,000 parents. I look at Kashana. I look over at Velky leaving. I shake my head and I go after Velky. I go. I say to Barry, I'm like, "You're leading church official. I'm assuming you can handle yourself."
Yes, I can.
Do what you must. And I go after Velky.
We find Velky standing at the dais. He's just
I just,
composing himself, and he is looking on the crowd.
if he lets me, I kind of put my arm on his, like around his shoulder, and I just stand there with him.
Don't worry, everyone. The service will continue shortly, I'm sure. You may remain in your seats.
There's nothing to
Everything
be
is
panicked
fine.
about. Yeah, I'll tell you so. There's nothing to be panicked about. Everything is okay.
Kashana?
Hi.
May
This
I-
really isn't what it looks like.
Then may I ask what it is?
A huge mistake.
Yes, it would seem so. Now I'll ask you to put that back.
I just closed the cabinet.
The door.
Yes, I meant the books.
What books?
Books! What books?
She's about to get
Make a
smited
deception
at the
check.
back. She's holding them, isn't she?
I mean, she still is like, yeah, she's
25.
25. Wow, I can't believe you rolled a 25.
I got a 19. My deception's a +6.
Isn't she still like straight up holding the books in her hands though? Maybe
I
I'm-
imagined I was shoving them inside my bag.
Okay.
Yeah, there was time for her like shoving things in. That's how I pictured it. This was just an assumption from Barry that she took them. Which, I mean, she's going to look in that cabinet shortly and see that she is correct. Now,
I know this looks like I'm the one that came in here and destroyed all of your shit, and that is not true. I can let me explain. I'm very sorry for the misunderstanding.
yes, okay, you may tell your story. And she casts Charm Person.
Okay,
I'd
what
like
kind
to
of
point
say?
out that Velky has half come around the corner again. But he's not approaching.
Make a
He's just
wisdom
listening.
save.
I get advantages on those.
Honestly, it says like glued to Velky.
Oh fuck.
Making sure he's okay.
Yes. So 19.
Her eyes kind of go wide a little bit. Well, either way, please step aside.
Of course, of course.
She looks through. Yes, so I am going to need those books back.
I do not know what books you're talking about. Can I please just explain what was happening?
Very well, you
It'll
may.
all make sense. I promise.
Go ahead.
You see, I was passing by. I was coming to go see my friends, and I was walking by your window, and I saw somebody in here. Looked like they didn't belong. They were in a dark robe, doing what knows what to your cabinet, and I came in here, and I was just trying to help, and I am so sorry. I don't know where they went. They kind of just poofed, and now I look like the bad guy, and I'm very sorry.
You expect me to believe that after you were in here yesterday and your friend causes a ruckus and I just happen to be missing a key and now this, that I should expect that you were stopping someone else?
Well, I expect you to be in disbelief. Yes, I expect you to disbelieve. But I cannot tell you anything but this truth.
Make another deception check.
Oh, 23.
Very well. My apologies for coming off hostile.
My apologies. I should have handled this better, possibly just gone through the front, talked to you directly instead of handling the situation on my own. I can give you a full description of the person. I'm very sorry.
That would be great. And she is still very clearly on edge. And while she's going along with it, does not seem particularly trusting of you.
This is where Callie gets nervous. Callie's sweating.
So what did they look like?
Well, I didn't get really to see their face. Like I said, they were wearing a dark robe, black in color. It was hooded, covering their face. I did get a glimpse of a human-looking figure, very skinny, and I'll just kind of be like, yeah, he's about this small. He's about 5'5". I think it was a man, kind of a little bulkier in the shoulders. Seemed to be very good with magically doodly doos, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes, I understand a bit of the magic doodly doos.
It looked like he might have a size 8 shoe, though. Smaller feet for a man his size, I believe. Don't ask how I know that. It's a very, very long story.
Well, all the same, you should not be in here. And now I have some things to clean up, and I suppose have to look for a small human magically doodly-doo individual.
Yes. I wish I could have caught him for you. I feel terrible for all of this confuffle and confusion. Perhaps if I had left it in the right hands, this would have gone better.
And I take it you know Velki and his friend.
Yes, they were the ones I was coming to see. I knew they were coming here to, I'm assuming, to see you. And I was just coming to inform them that we are all ready to leave when they are.
Very well. And I would just like you to know that when I conduct this investigation and it turns out there wasn't anybody and it was in fact you, I know exactly who to find to get to you. I hope you understand. I'll just need more information afterwards.
I understand completely. You'll probably need to ask me much, much more questions if the investigation does not turn out. Completely understand that, of course. perhaps I should go if you don't need me for anything else. This is quite a pickle I've put myself in that I am sure nobody wants to be a part of. Really should have kept my nose in my own business.
Yes, be careful not to pry into other people's businesses.
Lesson well learned. You know, I really appreciate the church for all the lessons they give us. Such as this.
Very well, you may leave.
Thank you so much. I'm just gonna carefully go out the door and walk my way over to the group.
You're gonna pass right by Velky on a daisy already.
Yep, I just look at you and I'm like, sorry, I was an intruder and I just came to help and I'm just gonna go wait outside. I'm just gonna skedaddle my ass out of there.
Hold up. I'm making a decision. Give me a second. Onatis kinda, as Kashana gets to them, Onatis kinda looks at Velky. Kinda goes, "You gonna be okay?"
Yes.
Okay. He's gonna just grab Kashana's arm.
You know, you're very strong for a man made of rock.
And you're very stupid for a woman not.
Well, you've only known me for a little while. You don't know how stupid I can be.
Velky will take his leave and approach Barry instead.
You find Barry trying to tidy up things as much as she can.
He immediately gets to assisting.
Well, apparently a friend there was trying to help. There seems to have been an intruder. And while
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
while it is hard to trust what she says, I did not feel she was lying.
I would use the word friend loosely in this situation, Miss Barry. If what she says is true, I accept that, and if what she says is false, then I believe I have put my trust and my faith in the wrong people. So, let me help.
Thank you.
Plural.
I came here for a reason, though. And it wasn't that.
Well, perhaps we can talk while we clean. Well, I'm going to have to replace this cabinet, but I'll have to re-charm it as well. Maybe make it explosion-proof.
Of course. I understand. I don't know what happened. You said that they were here yesterday.
Yes. She came in yesterday and was looking for some books about the church. I had to go to the washroom. I led her there, and then I went back to my duties cleaning up, where another individual seemed to be having trouble holding on to some books.
Tiefling?
Yes.
I'm aware.
A lot in town recently.
It's alright. That one I can speak to. He didn't hurt anyone? Do anything?
No, I mean, some books are a little scuffed. But my apologies, I'm digressing. What was it that you wanted to speak of?
Well, I recently came from Ogden, and as with before, I spoke with Scryer.
Oh, I haven't talked to her in many
She's-
years.
Kind of... Well, she's my boss now for a little while.
Oh, I imagine that is quite fun.
It is. I like her a lot.
Yeah, she is very nice.
I told her I would say hi for her when I was passing through.
Oh, that's lovely. I do miss her. I should go visit sometime when I can.
I think
Or-
you should write her a letter if you can, at the very least. She would love to hear from you.
Well, I'll get to that as soon as I can.
Good. You said that a key was missing. I'm sorry. I can't stop focusing on this. I
Yes,
apologize.
yesterday, the key to the ritual chamber. We have a few, but I keep one in my desk, and when I was cleaning up last night, I noticed it was missing.
It's an odd thing to go missing.
Yes, I may have just misplaced it. I'm not sure. I may have jumped to some conclusions when I found your acquaintance here.
Perhaps. Though, I will see if I can find it. Maybe I can help look around the church. I don't know where it would have gone, but
I'm sure it'll turn up eventually, and it's not a huge deal if it doesn't.
right.
It don't normally like random people going down there, but I mean, it's not a huge deal if they do, I suppose.
Is anything missing from the ritual chamber then? If the key was gone.
Not that I had noticed.
Okay. That's good. It'd be awful if something went missing from there.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad, though. I don't know. The only thing you could really gain access to down there would be the vials of blight, and I don't know why anyone would take one of those.
Quite stinky. In the least stinky way possible.
Though it is just blight. If left open, it'll dissipate. I don't know what would happen if a lot of it were to do that, but I have heard that a jar or two have been left unchecked before, and nothing terrible seems to have come of it after it's away from people.
Now, what if somebody were to drink?
Right. A couple of misplaced seals and all that, yes. That's good.
Mistakes happen.
Then
We've been doing this for a long time. No one's
Yes.
perfect.
Absolutely not. Well, if nothing's missing from there, then I'll finish helping you, and then I will take my leave.
All right, thank you very much. Lore. Are you here?
Hello.
Lore? Yes. Would you like to do
I'm here.
your thing as we jump away from that kerfuffle?
Yeah, Laura's just living his best life.
I fear.
Yeah, he's just, and found some sort of populated area, hopefully maybe somewhere nice to sit and just, playing his violin for
Some point.
bystanders.
Okay, give me a performance check.
Okay, I no longer fear.
That is an 18.
Oh, that's cocked. Oh, and I won't take the one that I accidentally knocked away. Okay, so there are a few passerbys currently. The ones that do are pretty nice. You get 9 gold, 8 silver, 7 copper.
Nice.
Not your most fortuitous performance, but it could have been worse. Could have been,
Okay.
yeah.
It's for fun.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I guess if nobody else is around, I guess he does that for a little while, and then can you read his book?
Sure.
Read my book some more.
Yeah. You can do another investigation check.
Nice. Is a 14.
14. Okay, you get a few more chapters in. The ruins of Ruin's Edge seem to actually go deep underground. And they are mostly housing of different sorts. Like full-on blocks of a city just underneath the ground. And you learn that the people of Ruins Edge have cohabitated with the ruins themselves, rather than keeping them separate or anything. It's more they themselves live within these underground ruins of this in the city underneath in the caverns.
Wait, so there's like people who live there currently, or?
Yep, currently. The townsfolk of Ruins Edge live within the ruins underground.
Bad.
That's what you get.
Right.
That's what you get from this one.
Cool.
Zintris.
You rang?
I did. You've been wanting to gain some information.
Yep.
What are you trying to get? What are you trying to do?
Good question.
Didn't think
And,
that far ahead.
Probably just kind of the goings around, see what has, what else has transpired since we left, see if any other problems have popped up.
Sure. Give me an investigation check on that.
14.
14. So, as you're investigating things, you do come across some people that you recognize as trying to stand out to a particular type of crowd, the undercity kind of thing. While they're not void walkers, there is some shady dealings that go on through every nook and cranny of the kingdom. You come across a turtle.
Hey, what? I'm sorry?
A turtle person.
Teenager.
Okay, that's what I thought you were
Yep.
going for.
Turtle. And through conversing with him, you learn that with the increase in the Knights of Dawn here, it's been kind of difficult to do their business. Though he does have a job for you.
Oh.
He has a letter that he needs delivered to an Algernon in Ardenpath.
Artbath. Is that where we're headed next, or?
Yep. And you recognize the name Algernon from Strizel. He runs a casino and is kind of an information guy. You get 75 gold up front to deliver this letter, and you'll get 75 gold upon delivery if you choose to do so.
Okay. I suppose I will take him up on that.
And he says to you, and don't go snooping into the letter.
So I'm taking a letter to Algernon. Should I take some flowers with me too?
Thank you. I whispered it, but I don't want to interrupt.
Thank you. I love it. Perfect.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Oh, I know of the book, so.
I don't know if flowers are really his thing. I suppose you could.
Also, I should ask what species he is.
Algernon?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't just ask that.
You can't just ask what someone's.
No, I just want to know what Michael's going to say.
Whoops.
God, we're all filthy gremlins.
Why aren't you letting me? Hello? Site?
Are you looking it up?
Yeah, I'm double checking. They are a dwarf.
Okay, close enough.
My apologies. Their pronouns were they, them. It's been a while since I wrote that.
Algernon?
Yep. They, them,
Okay.
dwarf.
I
Yeah,
will make
so
note of that.
So you have a job. Deliver this letter. Don't look in it. 75 gold now, 75 gold later.
All right.
The turtle's name was Michaela.
Kella the Tortle.
totally
Okay.
One day I will be a part of a game that has 4 teenage turtles that are all monks. It'll be the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So.
They can join up with the multicolored paladin squad.
Yeah. Is there anything else you wish to do?
Nope.
Okay.
Just making few more notes.
So
I
Kashana
remember.
and Onates.
I hate my name right now.
Hello. Go figure.
Shut up, Matt.
You did this to yourself, though.
Yeah, fucking did.
Anates, holding onto her arm, is just kind of drags her outside.
Well, you don't need to drag me. I was heading out there before you decided to grab me damn arm.
He doesn't say a single word till they're out the door.
I see where this is going.
Once they're outside, what did you take?
Should we really be discussing this here?
Yes, because I would rather you return whatever it is.
I can't return it.
And
I
why
need to
not?
look at it first.
Why do you need to look at it?
Because she kind of pauses and she's biting her lower lip to where, like, you can see a little bit of, like, she's starting to almost bleed. Listen, I'll tell you, but not here. Not where I can fucking lose all the hard work I just put in.
All the hard work. The hard work in messing with the church. The hard work in making a friend who just...
Shh, keep your voice
just-
down. I know.
just
Do you not think I
opened
don't
up-
feel guilty?
who
I feel
just opened
very
up the-
bad. I understand that. I feel very bad about betraying Valky. Listen, let me look at the things I need to look at, and you guys can turn me in after if you really so desire once I've explained. But let me see what I have found. If it leads to what I need and what I believe, then it might change some minds and open up some things that we may not want to,
You're
but need
not,
to.
You're not getting out of here with vague explanations like that.
You can chain me up if you want, Onates. I don't give a fuck. But I need to look at these documents.
For
They're
what
documents.
reason?
I
Why
can't
do you
tell you
need-
that here.
Why do you need to be in the church's business?
Because the church is hiding more than we know. I don't know if you guys are blindly following the church, if you've seen anything that rings any bells of worry or concern in your mind. But I know that there's more to this than it meets the eye. I know you don't trust me, but please, please.
If I let you go with those documents, I'm going to be betraying the same trust that you just did.
You may take them after if they are not if they're not anything that I have any interest in. I do not give a damn about them then. But
And
if
if
they
you
could,
do have interest in them, I'm gonna
then
have
you
to
can
fight
still
you.
have them after. I don't care as long as I get to see them. They could lead me to where I need to go to find my answers. And I will share that with you. I have never shared any of that with anyone. So for me to even mutter those words, you know they must mean something.
I'm thinking. Is roughly around the time it is now when I was supposed to, like, do I have a time frame to go to Nameless Lady?
Nope.
Okay.
She just said in the morning.
Let's back away from the church a bit. And before you get to look at those documents, you're telling me exactly
I will tell you
why
everything
you
then.
did that.
I will tell you all everything then. I just can't get caught right now. Please, Onates, I know you don't trust me, but please. Please trust me. Just for a moment.
Onates kind of looks back to the building. Don't make me regret this as much as he is right now.
Hopefully I have nothing to make you regret once I explain.
Get moving.
I start moving as fast as Onates will fucking allow me.
So are you heading over to the seamstress?
I'm gonna go that way, yeah.
Okay. Would you like to do that before or after your talk with?
Oh, she's talking while we walk.
Okay, then feel free to explain, Kashana.
When I catch this guiding bolt, you'll talk while you walk.
How much do you know about the church? And the history of Shatir and Springkeep?
More than you think, less than I should. I'm not very old. I haven't been around very long.
Yes, I remember that. You're like, what, 4 days old?
5 months.
5 months. The thing is, have you ever wondered why there are not more gods? There are a few that have popped up over the years, but only recently, really. And Shatir is the main god around here. It rules 95% of our religion, of our beliefs. Why is that?
You tell me. You seem to know something about them.
I don't know everything, and that's why I need the documents to find out. I think you know that I have a little bit of magically doodly doos. Where do you think I get that power from? It's not from Shatir. It's not from any of the other gods. It's not from my own ability.
Where does it come from, then? You like Velki. You draw power from a god.
I do. One that has been hidden away, I believe, for a very long time. I found him when I was young. And I believe that he was part of a bigger group of gods that used to have more domain than they do now. I believe that there used to be more gods of every sort. And for some reason, we have now been put into a cage. For thousands upon thousands of years. I believe that Shatir is not what they seem. Perhaps, to some extent, yes, and there are good people in every group. But I believe that we are in a birdcage, as you would say.
I can see why this would be important enough to do what you did. But if you don't have the lousiest timing...
Don't I believe it right now?
I shouldn't even be walking with you.
I understand. And I can understand if your group decides to turn me in and shackle me up and beat me over the head with a damn stick. But if this means that we could discover what actually happened thousands of years ago, what's actually beyond the walls.
How many of these gods do you know about?
Hold up while Callie brings out her notes. I know there is, and Michael will tell me if I'm wrong. I know there's Wish, correct?
Mm-hmm. Wish, Sympath.
There's Sympath and Shatir. Wish and Sympath are newer gods that have been discovered over a shorter period of time.
Do you know the name Voshin?
No, I do not. Why? What is that? Is that a god?
I don't know.
How do you know that name, then? What does it mean?
Well, unlike you and Lore, I know how to read books without stealing them. In the library in Art, I read something about the stars, and that name was mentioned.
And what was the name again? Spell it for me.
Voshen, Voshin.
And what was in this book about it? This Voshin.
There was talked about the stars. The book talked about the stars. Voshin was mentioned on the same page that had a picture of the constellation of the Archer that I use. I feel it might be tied to me in some way, but I don't know.
So possibly another god that has been covered up.
Possibly.
I will
really
tell you. Go on.
I really shouldn't trust you.
No, you shouldn't. I wouldn't blame you if you didn't.
And I have a feeling he's not going to easily forgive me for going along with this.
And I apologize. I will take the full blame. And I will do what I can to mend it.
I don't want your help.
And that is fair. But let me take the blame for all of it, because it is my fault. I do not wish to hurt Velki or anybody. I just wish to know the truth and to...
Oh, no, go ahead, sorry.
No, you go on.
I was going to ask Michael. We're like halfway to Taylor Lady, right?
Yeah, you're getting pretty close.
Anate stops walking. And he goes, I got so caught up dealing with you, I forgot I said I was going to bring him with me.
We can walk back. I'm
I
sure that he does not wish to see
walk
me, though.
You go read your document.
Thank you.
They're going back to the church.
Fair.
I have worked so hard to help this town.
And I do not mean to ruin that for you.
And the trust I've built with the town, with Velki, with everybody, you are not going to ruin.
Throw me under the literal cart if you must. I will completely understand your stance.
I'm going back. I'm going back to meet him. To meet back up with him and make sure he's okay. I'm buying you time. Do not make me forget it. Or regret it, not forget it. Hi, brain.
I will not make you regret this. Thank
I'm
you,
gonna-
Aunties.
He doesn't say anything. I book it back, post haste, full ronk speed to the church.
I'm booking it off back to our cart, back to my room, and I'm fucking looking at those documents like there's no goddamn tomorrow.
Okay. Let's begin then with Onates and Velki. Velki, you've managed to finish doing your cleanup. The service is back on as it was before.
That's good.
Though you can
that's
definitely feel
building.
like Barry's not as into it as she was before.
That's actually super fair.
A
But-
ronk runs back inside.
Cool. So, like, open the door.
You
I was about to
basically run into him. Oh. Is everything fine?
Fine enough, I suppose.
How are you feeling?
Numb.
Numb? Oh,
Numb.
no. Oh, okay. Sorry, my brain didn't process that correctly. I'm sorry.
For what?
I'm going to go pick up my new clothes. You want to walk with me and talk to me?
Why are you sorry?
I'll explain on the way.
As you're walking, do you want to actively explain it out, or do you want to just kind of trickle over it that you just explained what Kashana explained?
I'm actually not sure which way I want to do it. Or, I noticed you add everybody. Do we need to like speed things up here for?
I know it is getting late. I do want to get through what Kashana has found.
Okay. I'm gonna. Okay. He'll kind of So I'll do a little bit of both. So he will go over as they're walking. He will mention that he apologized and he will explain that Kashana did take the stuff. Their documents pertaining, probably, hopefully, to the existence of gods, and more gods other than Shatir, Wish, and Sympath, and why it seems that those are the only 3 relevant ones. On a taste, because I don't think he ever mentioned it before, he will also mention Voshin and the tie to the archer that he found in that book that he never talked about. And the whole time he seems almost racked with guilt in a way, because he feels like he made the wrong decision letting Kashana get away with this. And he'll probably say that too.
Valky probably keeps his. Well, he does. He keeps his eyes on the ground as Anates talks. He doesn't respond that much.
The whole time, he explains everything, and then he'll kind of go, I apologized because normally I make a decision and I go through with it and I don't tell anybody.
I'm aware.
And I'm normally able to justify that decision. With
In your own way, I suppose, yes.
my entire chest, as you usually say. I can't do that this time. I knew I should have stopped her, and I let her take those documents and go read them. And I feel like it wasn't the right decision, and I may have betrayed the trust that you put in all of us recently. Especially me.
Perhaps you did, and perhaps you didn't. Only time will tell.
For what
I
it's
hope
worth,
she finds what she needs. But she won't.
for what it's worth, I am sorry. She assured me she'll return the documents, and if she doesn't, take further action.
You what?
I also understand if... I know you wanted to go to... You told Laura you'd go with us to Ruin's Edge. I understand if after that you don't want to have anything to do with us.
That is the most cockamamie horseshit I have ever heard in my life. Are you serious right now? He looks at Anates.
He, visibly jumps.
After all of that bullshit, you'd be so willing to let me go.
No. I don't
Sounds
want
like
you,
it.
I don't want you
You
to go.
understand that I would go, Anates. You want me to go?
No! No, I don't. That's why I'm apologizing to you. Because I don't want you to go.
I didn't plan on it until you put it out there. So,
I just... Like I said, I feel like I betrayed your trust. And you said it was hard. It was a hard thing for you to do. And then this goes and happens.
you made your decisions. So did Kashona. So did Law. We all make decisions.
I don't want you to leave them.
Why did you let her go? You know it's the act of reading that's the problem. The taking, sure, yeah. Now she's got it anyway, so it doesn't matter if she gives it back or not.
Perhaps I'm curious. if that name I read, Voshin, what if that's a god as well?
Do you think people are thick enough to think that Shatir is the only god?
I'm
No.
not. I don't know anything about all this god business. But if Voshin's a god, and Voshin has something to do with the stars, I could learn more about myself. Maybe I let her go for selfish reasons then.
Perhaps. Doesn't matter anyway, she's got it. I don't know what she'll find. But I hope you find what you're looking for as well. Truly.
On a lighter note, you have made your way to the seamstress.
Hello, seamstress.
Garden
Kinda-
still very full.
Kind of knock on the door.
Again, there is a pause, and then a whoosh as the door flies open. Her eyes light up seeing you. Ah, yes, you have come for my masterpiece.
Masterpiece.
Well, maybe it's not the best I have ever made, but I think you'll find it quite lovely. I think it fits the bill quite nicely. Something similar, yet a little more extravagant.
Sounds right up my alley.
So, Velki, you're led to the same place you were before.
Uh-huh.
On a taste, you're given a box and allowed space to change.
As he goes to the spot to change, he just glances at Velki, kind of holds his gaze for a second, and just kind of walks away. The signature on a taste grin is nowhere to be found.
Velki, you'll notice this time that the pedestal is already out and there is a mirror. On a taste where you go, there's no mirror to change against, so you're just you get a look at the clothes, but you don't get to see the full look until you present yourself.
Surprise, motherfucker.
He'll kind of put it on, kind of walk out and he'll be like, "There's no mirror in there. I hope they look good."
And Velki, as he comes out, you get a full look at what Mel you already know.
It's true.
But here is the new outfit for Onates that I have put on the stream.
Please direct yourselves to the stream screen.
Direct yourselves to the mirror.
See my beautiful boy.
There's a slight twinkle in Velky's
Fancy.
eye. He will admit it's beautiful.
Have you put it there yet, Michael?
Yeah, it's up.
Yeah, it's up.
Oh, there it is. Okay. My stream.
What a good
Delay.
boy.
Look at my boy.
And a new portrait on the side.
Such a good boy.
Real good.
Just treat him like a puppy.
What a good boy. What a good boy.
He and maybe it's the new clothes talking.
Oops.
Especially considering the kind of mood he's in. A slight smile comes back. A very slight smile. And he kind of looks at Velki and he stretches his arms out and he goes, "Well, how do I look?"
Regal.
And you can see
guess.
you can see yourself in the mirror when you step on the pedestal.
Oh. I like it.
I'm very glad.
The fur's a nice touch.
Yes, I thought something a little more, I don't know, something to bring a little more like attention to Your smile would be nice. A little flashier.
It is my best feature. Twinkle.
Certainly the most prominent one.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If you need
I
anything else, please come back. This was a lot of fun.
I suppose you still don't wish to give me your name.
No, I'm good.
Very well. Thank you for this. He'll look at Loki. You ready to go?
Yeah,
Okay.
it looks good. It's a good choice.
On the word choice, it's like a dagger. He actually visibly winces.
That was unintentional. I am sorry.
Oh, I'm sure it was, but
Rip.
he visibly like winces at the word and then kind of opens the door and waves for Velky to leave.
He will walk out.
Walk up behind him.
Kashana.
I welcome death with open arms.
Okay.
Bye.
You are reading what you have taken.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
I'm gonna use my lucky point. Okay, that's better. 25.
20. That is a lot better.
Yeah, I went from a 3 to a 19, dude.
So as you're like shuffling through, you only got a couple of things before the door, or before Onate's popped up. The first thing seems to be a personal journal, day-to-day life of Barry. And then as you're like flipping through that, there's a feeling of sharp cold that makes you drop the book. And when you do, the second book shows to you, and flipping through that, it is describing a pantheon of gods.
Oh, hold on. Pantheon of Gods.
You see the names flipping through it for Wish, Sympath. You even do notice Voshin, as well as some others.
Okay.
Not an in-depth book, though it does have some descriptions and the like, as well as illustrations.
Do I see Oedicus?
You do not. There is a list of 10 gods here. Oedicus is not popping up in any of them.
List of 10 gods. Okay. Is that shocking to me at all, or kind of knowledge that I had?
It isn't really talked about much. Give me a history check.
10.
10. It's shocking in that the history that you know of Automid is that there did used to be a lot of gods, though they're not really taught about. Shatir has been put to the forefront and seemed to be talked about as the most important through Automid. However, this puts her alongside all the rest. The thing that is... So at the very least, you have learned that there are other gods. More so than the ones that have popped up recently. And you now have a bit of a description for each one. However, there is a third document that you find.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're flipping through it, while it doesn't pertain much to you, you have come across correspondence between Barry and Courage. as well as some research notes.
Okay, Barry, encourage, letter, research notes.
That seems to be dating back for a while. There's no dates, but there's a fair amount of back and forth. And with that, we'll call it a session.
Fuck!
Hey, so session tomorrow? Yes.
Fuck. Go end it so we can all talk
Okay.
about it.
I want to thank everybody for coming in tonight. That was a bit of a heavy session. We didn't even take a break this time. Oh man, even though Mel asked, there will not be a session tomorrow. The next one will be on the 22nd. Same time as always. I hope I'll see you all there and have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful evening.